approximately 45 degrees, and we're off. Both teams, again, come into the season, early season, undefeated. And this could be a good playoff match in the finals. Across the goal mouth to the far side. Stop, pulled up, kick back to the netminder. Headed back in along the wall. Both teams come in at 3-0 at this point of the season. Again, we welcome you to Major League WMLIS. This is the women professional division here, and we're glad to have you on Go Live Sportscast. Summit City press and bounce off the wall, taking there, and now forwarded. Still pinch in out to the center, a little too far. It comes back to the netminder. She throws it up to the center, and Summit City will take control of it at midfield. Early moments of the first quarter if you're just tuning in today. Summit City in the light purple. Early moments, they've had the majority possession of the ball. Lane of Summer. Backing up to Brown. Back to Summer. Summer to the middle. Nice cross pass. Oh, that one just missed. Beautiful cross play there. And Zimmerman just missed that far corner. So it's there up through midfield. Mustangs trying to find some rhythm going here in the early moments. Sampras will calm things down here, and Mustangs make a change. Both teams, again, 3-0 on the season here. We'll press back to Sampras. She'll kick it back up over center. Corralled by Summer. Kick it back to the netminder. There's a long cross wall play. You know that's a designed play. Brown in chase there against Freund. She bounces it off the wall. It comes to midfield up on the left side, in close. Mustangs. Now we'll work on the offense. Nice give and go to the center. That's broken up nicely and kicked out towards midfield. Race for it. Kick back to Sampras. She almost lost handle on her. She did. A collision there. It's loose. Little hectic moment there. No worse for wear. Garcia up to midfield. Mursky. Hanover. Nice play there, and didn't get all of it. Easy stop. Here's a far wall ball. Nice play there. Bounces it along the pitch off the wall. Bouncing around in the crease and kicked out by Sampras. Players collide. Mustangs come up with the ball. Garcia, a little how do you do there? Over on the wing. In transition now. They slow it down. Late line change. Nunez comes off. Here's Nunez with the ball. Now the Mustangs will set their offense up. Garcia over to Lamb. Back to Garcia. Garcia tried to get into the middle. She was successful. There's a shot off the wall. Bounces into the crease, but right into the hands of the netminder for Summit City, and now they gain control. Scoreless tie here, early moments of the first quarter if you're just joining us. Both teams undefeated. There's a far pitch play. Oh, a little push there, got away with it. Nice play there by Laura Garcia. Play broken up there. Mustangs regain control of the ball right in front of your camera. Castellanos back to Ramp. There's right up to the center. Again, a nice turn and go on the right side. Just couldn't get it, the shot off there. And it's kicked out back towards midfield. Nice cross. Got a break in. It's the Mustangs player. She'll kick it back to the netminder, Sampras, who will boot it out to midfield. A little tricky play off the wall. Both bodies collide, but Summit City will poisely get it back to their netminder. Summit City with a cross play. Looks like that's on the game plan. There's one off the wall. Bounces harmless to settle. It's chested there, gained control. A couple dribbles there. Ball's bouncing around between a few of the players. Finally controlled by the Mustangs, and they kick it back to Sampras. Castellanos. Garcia, she'll throw it into the far corner. Near side you're watching on TV. Little rotation play here off the wall. Kelly Collins with two defenders on her. Little couple how do you do's there, and she'll say, you know what, let's just kick it back to the netminder and relieve this pressure and go to the bench for a change. Cowell. There's a long, that was play, bounced right on. That was a set play. They looked like they're trying to bounce it off the far wall for a rebound, but hit the Summit City player. It's Summit City up on the far side. Nobody there. It's Aaron Vasquez will pick it up for the Mustangs. There's another far attempt there, just booted right back all the way down, and Freud would have to retrieve it. She just lets it go to Sampras. Gives it back to Freund up through. Hits the Summit City at midfield on transition. Here they come. They've got numbers if they hurry. Good back play there. Good defensive back play. That pass is intercepted. Both players collide. No harm, no foul. There's Summit City on the rush again. That went just a little too far. And Sampras will gather it to Freund. Surveying the situation. Stephanie Freund put it on the wall. Players collide, no call. They collide down deep in the far corner. Both players fighting for it. It bounces out to Nunez. Nunez still being bothered there. Looking around, trying to find something, and he'll kick it back to Sampras. Relieve some pressure. Again, stay tuned later on this afternoon for the men's pro between the same two cities in the men's division. Here's a loose ball. There's a shot right on a rebound. Still a bicycle kick. He couldn't get all of it. It bounces up and out of play, and Kelly Cowell had a great opportunity at that and just could not finish. And we're going to a timeout here, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana here. And 6:55 left. Teams both, in the first quarter, teams both have no score on the board. Been up and down, a couple good chances for both teams, and it's good pace to this game, as you would expect. Both teams 3-0 right now on the season. This is the second home game for Summit City, as they have 1-2 on the road, 1 at home, and vice versa for the Mustangs in dark. And again, later on this afternoon, join us on the Go Live Sportscast for the second half men's pro game between Summit City and the Chicago Mustangs. Both teams get their lineups out, get situated here. And let play begin. Thrown out to midfield, headed right back to Seagard. Rolled now out to, but it gets back to Seagard. She'll take another boot at it up through midfield. There's a little play, but just couldn't get a foot on that. Or they had a streaking winger down the wall. Plays deep in now into the Mustang zone. Bodies collide there along the wall. Bounces back to Sampras, and she'll push it off onto the right side of her. Far side, that's pitched up. Couldn't get a handle on it. Gains control. Nice little play over to the near side. To the center. That's just kicked back out. And here's a race for it. Freund gets there first. Friend shakes the defender. Still didn't get it out. Stopped there on the wall. Little inside out, outside in to the. Tried to get a foot on it. Nice cross pass, a header. And there's a opportunity, just bounced off the foot of Zimmerman. She just could not get a handle on that. Mustang surveying the situation. Vasquez now. Vasquez decides she's going to take a little stroll. There's an errant pass. There's a race for Vasquez. Has to hurry up. Pushes it back to Sampras. Vasquez receives the ball back. Up the wall. That bounces off to the middle. Still there's another race for it. Calmly Zimmerman for Summit City does a little how do you do move. Shakes the defender. Pitches it up towards the midfield. Both ladies playing tough on the ball. Good survey of the situation is to the middle. Nice play. Better defensive play by Vasquez. Collins bounces off the wall, goes to Summit City player. It's deflected in front of the ball. Is spinning oddly, but Sampras was able to get a handle on that. 4:25 here left to go in the first quarter. Both teams still scoreless. There's a big shot and a better save. Rebound, goal! Both players are down. The netminder and the goal scorer. And coach looking to see if everybody's okay. Ref said they think they're okay. Is Elena Summer on a beautiful, beautiful effort. See who did have the goal on that. We're looking around. And we restart. Nunez, the goal scorer, with the ball now. She seems to be okay. To the middle. That one not gathered by Cowell, but she gets it off the bounce off the far wall. Summers can't corral it there for the Mustangs. Bodies flying left and right. Summers with it. She'll play it calmly back to Nunez as they regroup. Summers tried a little chip pass that hits the Summit City defender. Nice play by Navarro, but it went right to the Summit City player. Back to the middle, steps in, and hits the leg out front. Sampras wins the race there, punches it back out. It's still playing around in the front of the net, and finally Nunez picks it up, and there's a far pass for Summers. Goes to the netminder. She's got to kick it out. Comes back up to the midfield. Nobody there but a Mustangs player. A little move by Nunez. Nunez coming down the wall. Here's a blister off the back wall. Summers with a foot. And that bounces up and out of play. 3 minutes here left in the first quarter. Chicago with the lead 1-0 on a goal by Nunez. If you're just tuning in here, we welcome you to the Go Live Sportscast. All the way a little too far for everybody, and Sampras will kick it back up on the wall, comes across. Pulled down, thought better. Kicks it back to Del Toro. Del Toro, there's a nice far pass in the corner. Chicago, a lot of room in the middle. Nice, beautiful move by Cowell. Cowell gets met there by Weissman, who comes up with it. Weissman tackled, and that's going to be a little no-no on there. And they'll reset the ball here. One of those, maybe it was necessary to trip her up, or Weissman was gone, had some numbers going the other way there. Paul back in play. Bounces around midfield. 2-on-2. There's a shot off the back wall. Bounced up high, gains the rebound again, does Walter. Back out to front. She tried a cross pass, but hits the defender in front, and Chubb pitches it just a little too far for the streaking Ortega. Chicago back the other way. Into the middle. Nice headly do there by Garcia with a shot, and that's right on, scooped up and held. Nice little move by Garcia on that far wall. Garcia again with it. A little over the head, nice play. She beats her defender there. Takes a look at the net. Just a little wide, bounces off the far wall. Comes to Walter. She decided not to play it. Both defenders were frozen there for a minute. Castellanos tried to, it's a defender. Now Chicago will get a change. Friend back to Sampras. Back to Friend. Friend back to Sampras. Time winding down here in the first quarter. Last minute of play here in the first. Nunez tried waltzing around a defender, but that was intercepted, and here's Summit City. There's a head of steam, little crossover, Zimmerman. A little cross, a little dribble there, backtrack, gets pushed off the ball, nothing called. Another little spin, decides I'm going to let Ortega try it. Ortega puts it towards the middle, a couple Chicago defenders there, and they come up with it. Methodically. Hornuer was coming up there, decided, hey, listen, I'm just going to throw it back to Sampras. Let's see what she does. Trying maybe for one last shot here. Back to Cowell. And that's it for the first quarter action. And we'll be right back for second quarter action here from Summit City. Home. Fort Wayne United. We'll be right back. It's a netminder. Cigar. You all right? Gotcha. Oh, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Just do what you do, right? Just go through the motions, right? Yeah, right on. you doing, Doll? You well? How's everything going well? Good. Having fun this season? Good. Oh, always. I'd be a stupid man to complain and bitch about anything in my life, even if there was a little bump. You know, it's all good. Yeah, right. That's for sure. That's the best. Well, I'm done double duty. I'm doing a camera and a play-by-play. So, yes, both. So, very long day. I'll be sleeping, and then the ride home from being dropped off. So that's another, you know, from where we meet to where I live. I mean, they're about an hour outside of Detroit. You know, so I still have an hour after I get back. So, oh well. All right. Good seeing you. All right. All right, here we go. Friends, family, boys and girls. Welcome back to Classic City Center for WMLIS action. And again, coming out of the first quarter. Good pace back and forth. Both teams enjoying a couple good scoring chances. But the Mustangs were the only ones to put the ball in the net. And that's where we stand 1-0 after the first quarter. I'm glad that you're here with us. Listen, check out the Major League Indoor Soccer website, MLISpro.com, and take a look at all the teams, stats, get your garb, all of your favorite teams' jerseys and everything on display at the MLIS Pro website. There's a shot, goal. Beautiful play off the back wall. And that was certainly set. And Nunez enjoys her second goal of this contest. They're going to reset that ball here quickly and start over. There we go. Back to play Summit City now, pushing the ball forward. Oh, that's up to the center. Nice play there, but just could not be handled by Weisman. Mustangs the other way. Walter chips the ball on the far wall. Nunez going the race for it. There's a slide tackle. No call. She got the ball and a nice play. A lot of carpet burn on that one, that's for sure. Little jostling on the far boards. Russ putting the whistle away. That's the nice about the body. And Vasquez finally gets dumped, and they said that was enough of that. I believe it's 2 fouls on Summit City. Their second. Mustangs with the ball. Bounced around, intercepted a nice little play dish on the far side. Little how do you do. A couple of them tried chipping it in there. That hits a leg. Bounces to the near side here. Up to midfield, and they've got numbers. Oh, Nunez just couldn't handle it. She kind of dribbled. Double dribbled, as you would call it. Lost a handle on it, and Summit City. Board play up through center. Dangerous pass there, but it went through. Here's another cross play. Mursky couldn't get a handle, but theirs was Sampras, and no harm, no foul there. And Sampras will roll it up to midfield where it's kicked right back off the wall. And for a moment, right onto the leg of Garcia, but that hits Cowell. There's a far shot wide, and Mursky with it. Oh, that went to pitch it cross ice and put it right in the choppers of Bernkowski. There's a shot there. Off the back wall, dribbling dangerously. Sampras finally gets a handle foot on it, and nice little dribble again over the head. Fort Wayne finally will try to calm it down here, and they do. Seagard comes out of her net. to Brown. Brown to Summer. Back to Seagard to Brown. Brown looking around, can't find anybody. No one pressured her, so she calmly kicks it back. She receives it. Little give and go there with Drew. Drew lost the handle on there, and a nice defensive play by the Mustangs Mirsky. Looking for that cross play. I bet that's been successful for them. Mustangs calling for a change. They go full front line change. Off the wall, nobody there but the Summit City player. She's grabbed, and there's going to be a card on that. And there's a second foul on the Mustangs. Up to the middle, Walter trying to look around, a little spin there, nice pass. Back to set up, tried to get to the right foot, couldn't do it. Summit City pressing in close and just couldn't get the cross pass there. Heads up, ball, nice far pass. There's a race for it. Seagard, the netminder, out of the net. Summit City up through midfield. Garcia back to Summer. She'll kick it back to Swigard. Swigard kicks it on the far side, off the wall. Corral right to a nice play there by Nunez. Collins dished it back. Both players collide there. Oh, and a blistering drive just up off the wall. Nice cross play there, and Collins will start off with it to Nunez. Nunez to Collins. With the ball. Nunez. Nice play on the far side. Oh, what a big stop there. Coming out of the net with Swigard to thwart that chance. Shire with the ball. Left to right, Nunez with a little to Collins. Collins looking around. There's a shot right on. All Chicago right now as they get a line late change. Little how do you do? Steps right up through the middle. No one's there. By yourself was Camp, and finally all the way back to Sampras to complete the change for Chicago. Sampras will pitch it right to midfield, but nobody there but a Summit City defender. Off the wall, off the boards. Little stutter step, take a look around. Drew Zimmerman puts one on there, and Sampras had to pinch close against the wall, or that was going in. Metzger back to Sampras. That was ill-advised, and Sampras had to come back up with a big stop to take that off the foot of the Summit City player. All the way down, nice play towards the center. Stop, go, kick, stop, corralled finally, and out. Off the far side, both players collide in there. Chubb comes up with it. Oh, and dumped there, and that was a foul there, and reset this kick here. Taking it is Emily Giles. Giles looks towards the front. Goal! Giles! Blistering drive. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. A lot of power on that, and Summit City gets back into this. Big goal there, makes it 2-1. They're still down by a goal, the whole team is. Puts a little jump in the legs, though, once you get a goal like that. A little more energy. There's a nice back check there. Bounces off the wall in front of the Chicago bench. A little stutter step. Up through the middle, a little far to everybody, and it'll bounce on the Swigard as she decides she's going to take a kick. It bounces past Del Toro. She'll corral it in her own zone. 7:30 here, left to go in the second quarter. 2-1. The Mustangs in black with the lead. Trying to come out of their own zone, being pressed there. Sampras punts it out. Comes up to midfield, a nice play there. There's a race for it. We are coming out of the net and up and off the play. And did that deflect off somebody? No. And there is a TV timeout. So when we come back after this, pick it up. And it looks like we got a kick, penalty kick. So come on back here to all the action, MLIS, WMLIS action here on Go Live Sportscast. Here we go. Big point there. Oh, big stop, Swigard. Oh, wow, mark that. Big stop. Race for it going the other way. A little too far, couldn't control it, but a big, big stop on Mursky. Coming right out of that TV timeout. Up to the middle, almost played a little too far. Got away with it. Little press by Summit City. Kicks it back to Sampras. She'll boot it up to midfield. Collins looks over her shoulder. Collins back across to Mursky, who had that glorious opportunity earlier. Back to Collins in the middle. She tried a little chip pass. That's a boot up high and out of play. Mustangs with the change. Looks like they're going to put a little press on here also. Thrown out off the wall up to midfield. There's a race for it. And there's maybe a little push on Garcia, who'll kick it back to Sampras, and that was the reason for that reset. Back in the corner, try chip to Collins out front, but Swigard comes out of the net to thwart that attempt. Collins tried pushing her Summer off the play. Summer gets it in deep in the corner. Brown with Navarro. Brown comes up with it, pushes it towards center, but in numbers, 3 defenders and just False play on there and goes to the bench. You get a change. Nice move, out stop, defensive play. They're looking for a penalty on that one. No penalty on that. Play goes the other way. Here comes the Mustangs. Little pull up. Hello, how do you do? Castellanos, watch out there. Castellanos receives the ball back. Castellanos into Collins. Back to Castellanos. Pulls it down again, tries it. There's a far one off the back boards wide. It bounces out through center. It's still kept in. Garcia with it off the top of her foot, and that goes up and out of play. 5 minutes left here to go in the second quarter. Again, check out the WMLIS website. Growing sport here in the Fort Wayne, Indiana area. Good community support. There's players all levels participating in this arena. And here comes with numbers of Mustang 3-on-2. Oh, and a good defensive play. Anticipated that pass. Horner, oh, there's Sweegard with a stop off her shot. And bounces back up to midfield. Nice play by Garcia to get it over to Del Toro back in the middle again. There's a shot wide. Still being pressed. Lena Garcia. Stephanie Friend. Friend with it. Friend looking around. Gives it off to Horneuer. Horneuer back to, oh, a nice move there by Garcia. Garcia tried to split the defenders, got cut off there. Here's Horneuer with it. Horneuer with a try her luck at it. That's missed the far net. There's another shot, and that one up and out of play. We're going to see who has the legs here just before the half. 3:53 left to go before the half. 2-1 game. I hope you're entertained. These two teams both 3-0 on the season. And you can tell with the even pace it is that some good games left between these two. Off the far wall. Still bouncing around and finally out. A good play off the wall to herself did Garcia, and she'll put it back to Sampras. Lena Garcia. Fouls, 3 for Summit City, 2 for the Mustangs. Been a very well played game, a little physical, and girls are girls, right? And they just rest, letting them play, put the whistles away, and let them settle it out here on the pitch. Sampras, strong game in net so far. A little reverse thought about Cowell, but she put it back to Sampras. Sampras surveys the situation, tries her right side, right in front of you in your camera there. There's Nunez, who has both goals for the Mustangs. The middle's got streak. You play her right down. There's Harnauer with the shot, and Steven has to be careful with that and hold on to it with Mustangs on the doorstep. Bounced up to center, pushed off. Collins off the bench. Lead for Nunez. Nunez, corner, across the crease, nobody there. Collins will gather it up on the far side. Collins looking around. She still goes through her forehand. There's a shot just wide off the wall. Del Toro, or Vasquez, picks it up off the wall. She'll try, hits the defender in the front, bounces out to midfield and punted back to the netminder Sampras. 1:50 left here in the before half in the second quarter. Collins working the wall there deep. Collins, players bouncing around in there. Summer came up with it up to the middle in Summit City. Here they come on the attack. Weisman, oh, a nice play, tripped up just enough, and oh my goodness. And there's a card there, and penalty right there. And there was a great scoring chance as Harkness played right to her left foot, and just before she could get the boot away, she's just tripped up. And Ortega now looking at a 20-foot shot. That net's got to look huge right now. Surveying the situation. Is it going to be the shot? Is it going to be the blister? Is it going to be a little cute play? Summit City really could use the goal here. Still waiting there. Someone's taken out for the. So blue card for kicking. Taking a look. Kim Ortega. There's a little stretch. We're ready to go here. Very exciting moment. Big goal. Ortega with a little pass. Cross screens. Goal! Beautiful play. That was a very unselfish, gorgeous, gorgeous little play there. Caught everyone by surprise and absolutely beautiful. Tied up at 2. Our corner, it's still bouncing around there. Here they come again on the attack. Up through center. There's a far pass. Sampras there, though, off the wall, boots it away, gets dumped. Take it in there again. There's another shot. Sampras sticks the mitts out there and corrals the rebound. Coach wants, for the Mustangs, wants them to push it up a little bit, put some tempo going. Nice hello, stop, go. Pass Ortega, 15 on the clock. There's a shot off the back wall. Kicked right ahead of it out front and up and out of play. 7 seconds left before halftime. Both teams tied at 2. Entertaining first half thus far. Well, maybe time for one more. To the corner, kick to the middle, and just as time expires, we go to the half. Come on right back, grab your favorite beverage, grab a little snack, join us for second half action here from the Classic City Center, where we have the score, Fort Wayne 2, Chicago Mustangs 2, here on the Go Live Sportscast. Welcome back to the Classic City Center here, just outside of Fort Wayne, Indiana, on the Go Live Sportscast. And we're glad you're with us this afternoon. Witness a very entertaining game between two undefeated teams here as we go into fourth quarter action with Summit City scoring a late goal in the third quarter to make it a 5-2 contest. Both teams undefeated in the season, and we're in store for a fantastic finish fourth quarter here. Some great plays. The tempo has been wonderful. I'm sure, speaking with Coach Rayburn of the Summit City team, he had expressed that. He thought the tempo would be much better coming into the second half once the emotions and the settled down a little bit with both teams being undefeated here. And it's been entertaining on both sides. Some really, really good plays, some good goaltending. It's been physical and everything that you would want from a WMLIS action here. And again, speaking of MLIS action, join us for the men's game coming up here on Go Live Sportscast. Again, from Classic City Center, where the men will compete. The Chicago Mustangs are here at the home of Summit City, Fort Wayne. So start off for fourth quarter action. Hope your beverage stays cold or warm wherever you're at. Buckle in, some popcorn or a couple of your favorite snacks and settle in for what's promising to be a really good finish here. Glad you're with us today. Chicago starts off with the ball, much needed. You need to keep it in that zone. It comes to the center. There's a shot, but right on, and got all of an easy save for Seagard. Seagard rolls it out, but it's pinched off by Munoz, who has both the Chicago goals. Harkness, a little too far to, and that's corralled by Vasquez, who put it back to Sampras. On the far side, Vasquez decides to cut to the middle. She'll go to the near side here. Little cross pass up to center. Collins chips it to herself, turns around and tried playing it off the wall, it looked like. Didn't get all of it, and it bounced harmlessly. And here comes in transition Fort Wayne, but almost a nice back check. Vasquez got caught flat-footed, couldn't press up on the play. Summit City keeps control of the ball. Brown. Back to Summers. Back to Seagard. There's a play. Harmon rolls harmlessly to Sampras, and she'll play it off to Vasquez. Again, early moments of the fourth quarter here. Summit City enjoying a 5-2 lead. Vasquez calling for somebody to move. Collins couldn't body that. It bounces to the far corner. Muniz races, beats her Girl to the check. It bounces to the front. Here's a shot. That one hits off a body and bounces wide. Munoz with it again. A nice move on the inside, and there's going to be a penalty on that as it just got a foot in there. Or Munoz may have been able to have a shot on that left side. So backside ref caught that play. The refs doing a good job. They work in teams here, and yes, they do a very fine job for the men and women's division here. Major League Indoor Soccer. Oh, right off the back of Harkness. She chips it after retrieving it. There's a race for it. Cole and Harkness, and Cole will win that battle. Sampras, the netminder, plays it back to her. Vasquez back over to Friend. To Vasquez. Vasquez looking around, surveying the situation. She methodically comes up through center. There's a kick off the far side. Couldn't be corralled. It bounces off the wall to Munoz, so she'll back up just a little bit, wait for the streaking Vasquez. Vasquez takes off a couple defenders, pitches it back to Friend, back to Vasquez. Cross pitch. Cowell to Vasquez. Munoz. There's a late change. Camp comes in. She receives it. Lamp with it, hits the Summit City defender. Bounces back to her. She plays it over to Vasquez. Vasquez looking around. Complete shell. Summit City's in a shell now with a 5-2 lead comfortably. Back out to Munoz. Munoz looking around. Does a left foot. No, and a big stop there as she got a good shot off. And played out of the corner now. Walter, stutter steps, kicks it. Oh, it squeaked through the legs back across, and Chicago could not deposit it. There's another one off the wall, bounces to the middle, kicked out harmlessly over Collins' head. Vasquez will take it now. She'll try her luck. A little chip play there in the front. Seagard comes out and corrals that and thwarts that offensive chance. Summit City back the other way now. Bodies into the center. Walter gets it for Chicago. She punches it over to Cowell. She'll pull up. Takes a look to Vasquez. There's a far pitch over there that Hornewer couldn't get a foot on it, and it's kicked over on the wall of Summit City as they approach midfield. Summit City being pressured a little bit. They'll kick it back to their netminder Seagard. She goes up the middle and went to nobody, but all the way to the shot on net. Right on Sampras. Mustangs trying to complete a change. 10:40 here left to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs down by 3. Had the ball most of this fourth quarter so far. A couple glorious opportunities, but have not found the back of the net. Nice play to the middle there and didn't get all of that. Hornor would have loved to have it back. Here's Cowell with it, and that hits a foot at the last moment. Off the wall, bounces around, pinched in by Garcia. Garcia looking around. Garcia a couple stutter steps. Garcia again comes to the ball, up the middle to Hornauer. Back over to Friend. Friend. Back to Cowell. There's a shot attempt. Blocked in front. Still playing on the perimeter. Garcia. Garcia down in the corner. Garcia brings it low. Garcia, hits her own player as a bounce off the wall. Summit City up with it now, but not far. Still kept in. Friend now plays it deep into the corner. Friend kicks it back out to Cowell. Cowell looking around. She thought about launching it. Steps back, puts it to the middle. That's pinched off by a couple of Summit City's defenders. Front punches in from her defender play. She bounces off a Summit City player, and they come out with it. Down in the corner, pinched off. A nice defensive play there. And Sampras will gather it in. Miskey played it deep. And it bounces back to Seagard, and she'll start over. Time starts to become an issue for Chicago. They've had the ball most of this fourth quarter. Collins with it. There's deep, nice Munoz with both goals. Munoz with a shot, and that one just wide. Rebound Collins again out front. Nobody but a Summit City defender. And it's pitched back out to midfield. Front with it. Garcia in deep in the corner. There's a off-the-wall play. And kicked back out by a Summit City defender, and Mustangs retrieve. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs down by 3. Both teams undefeated at this point in the season. Little stutter there. Both players confide. No call on that. Collins to Munoz. Munoz with it. Nice play there. Summit City players collide. She still has the ball. Nice back pass. Collins with a shot. Collins. And a beautiful goal by Collins. Big time of the game for that. Pulls the Mustangs within 2. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. Go Live Sportscast. Welcome back. Go Live Sportscast. WMLIS action here. Coming out of the timeout on a goal scored by the Chicago Mustangs' Kelly Collins to bring them back within 2 here with 7:41 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And I was listening a little bit to the coaches speak to the players, and Summit City saying, hey, listen, don't do anything silly. If you don't have a play, especially play smarter along the wall. If you don't have anything, don't try to make something happen. Here's in deep, bounce off the wall. The center's still bouncing around there in the crease area, and Summit City got called on. Summit City got called on that, and that'll give them 5 fouls. Big part of the game. All of a sudden you start going to the line for those kicks. Players pinched off along the wall. Munoz comes up with it to Collins. The goal scored just a moment ago. Summers for Fort Wayne. Lost the handle on that. That bounces up over Collins. Pulls it down. Collins a little how do you do there? Dribble left, real right. Drops it off, and there's a shot up out of play. Laura Garcia would have liked to have that one back. Seagard puts it up through center. There's Garcia. Both players. Ortega, Garcia. No fouls called. Ortega goes to the bench for a change. Garcia with it now. Dribbles around her defender. Puts it back. Sampras has it. Garcia. Down into the Summit City end. Collins pulls up. Little fake there. Goes to the left side. There's a shot right on. And good left to right action there from Kelly Collins. There's a race for it. A nice pass in the middle. Oh, and a big there. The refs put the whistle away on that one. No call on that. They're letting the girls play. Up on the wall. Here's Walters with it. Walters surveying the situation down on the far side to Friend. She punts it to the Muniz. Muniz bounces off around Walter. Muniz still controlling it. Muniz with some footwork there. Bounces to Seagard, and she had to sweep that up with Walter on her doorstep. There's a nice little play by Seagard. A nice little play. Seagard all alone. Seagard. Oh! Rebound, Harkness. And a big stop there. Two of them. Fantastic opportunities on the doorstep, and Sampras knocks both of them away. Now she'll boot it all the way to midfield to Walter. Nice little play there. Muniz tried to, just couldn't get there, and Seagard stepped out of her in between the posts there. There's a pass up there. Almost broken up, still bouncing around there. Little grab, little trip, little grab, little foul, and they're going to call a so they're calling that one on Walter with the foul on that. 5:15 to go here in the match. Down into the corner, Harkness gets bodied by no call on there by Cowell. Streeping down there, there's a back, and there's Vasquez, gets dumped from behind, and had to call that. That was a tough one not to. Two-minute trip. Two-minute trip. So not only a penalty kick from there. Big time of the game. Mustangs really need this. Let's see what they put together. Played the corner, walking right off the wall. Tried bouncing out front to Collins. Retrieved by Mursky. She'll put it on the wing again. There's another right footer blistered in. It bounces off a Summit City player, and they'll clear the zone. Sampras still down by 2. Time becoming a factor for Chicago. Mursky up through center. Mursky had Walter in the middle. She was calling for it. There's a shot on the wall that bounces around there. Oh, no goal. Beautiful as Seagard just reached around. And now Collins is getting a call for mouthing at the ref. We'll see what's going on here. Oh, and another one. 2 yellow cards as Collins is losing it. She's losing it. 2 yellow cards on one. And there was a cluster in the front of the net off to the side where the ball had come out by Collins. It bounced along the wall there. And Seagard reached behind her for the ball before it crossed the goal line. And I believe Collins was claiming she was interfered and being elbowed by Seagard. Nonetheless, Mustangs, goal, big goal there. Castellanos found that far side. Didn't have much room. Perfectly placed shot. And a big goal to make it 5-4. 4:09 left here in the match. Now 5-4. Big goal there. That bounces off the wall to Sampras. She'll calmly play it to Vasquez, who gets pressured up the center by Seagard. Seagard falls, no call on the play. Bodies converge. Brown and trying to come up with the ball. Still along the wall. Brown does. She looks over her shoulder, kicks it back defensively, and Well, both coaches are caught. Now there's energy starting to get a little, frustrations are coming out. The energy starting to pick up a little bit. The game's close. Both teams 3-0. Home field playoff implications. Again, this could be a playoff final you may see, and you remember games like these when they're close. Summit City in the paint. Goal! Seagard! Seagard turned around, took a quick shot. I think that caught Sampras by surprise. And sure enough, big goal. Make it 6-4, big time of the game. Off the corner, Munoz plays off her check. Munoz shielding the ball. Tried to get it to the center, not hard enough, and cleared. Sampras with it. Sampras, she'll put it towards the middle again. Nothing but a Summit City player. Summers plays it on the wall, and everyone's got to be careful now. Far right on the back to Sampras again.
Let her get the ball before you count. Stop being emotional.
Both teams yelling instructions to the referee. Here comes up the middle. Nice how-do-you-do sidestep there. Another one to the middle. It didn't get through that shot. Castellanos bounces it off the wall. It comes out front center. Bodies around there, and Seagard found that out of a crowd somehow. And now she's calling for a timeout, and there is a timeout. Summit City will call it. Hey, don't go nowhere. Grab your favorite beverages. Grab your last drink that you need for the afternoon, and join us for the last 2:21 here on the Go Live Sportscast. We're back to the action here. Again, for the final 2:21 left here from Classic City Center. And again, what a whale of a game so far. Fantastic entertainment here if you're watching this all afternoon on Go Live Sportscast. Chicago had come in here. Violent territory here, Fort Wayne area. Take a 2-0 lead. Summit City comes back and takes a 3-2, 4-2 lead, 5-2 lead. Chicago scratches back to 1. Summit City just scored the last one to make it 6-4. Time's winding down to Aaron up front and just couldn't get a handle on it. Zimmerman could not. Back to Seagard to Zimmerman. There's a shot. That one just missed the far corner wide on a nice set. Castellanos. Nice little chip there is Munoz. Munoz has 2 goals. Munoz around the wall. There's a shot. That one just missed high. Just barely missed. They're pressing now. Chicago is. There's one towards the net off the back wall. It bounces off the body. Walters with a kick at it. Seagard calmly plays that out. Here's back up through center. Back up through midfield comes to Sampras. She kicks it, but nobody there is Seagard. Seagard with it. Seagard trying to beat her check. She does. She comes by the far wall. She pulls up. She sees Brown. Brown has it. Brown taking a look. Brown looking around. Brown's thinking about kicking. Gives it back to Seagard. Seagard, one of the two. The other one's the goalie. On the far side. They're talking settle it down. Brown still has it. Brown with it. Brown, a little stutter step. She decides to walk down the wall. There it is in the middle, and that was pinched off nicely, and Chicago comes back the other way. Time winding down for them. There's a breakaway for Walter. Walter with a shot. Goal, Walter! And in Walter with a beautiful goal there, and now we got a 6-5 game. 53 seconds. And the refs are getting the time. This said the little extra time ran off, and now they're putting time back on the clock. So they will end up having another couple seconds. We have 56 seconds left in this match. 56 seconds, 6-5 game, both teams undefeated. In store for the last minute here, Chicago with it as he gets dumped. Their play goes on. Extra attackers on for Chicago. Down the wall, in deep, Muniz. Couple goals for him, Muniz. Off the wall, Seagard, oh, Muniz! Seagard just squeaked through the mitts, played the spin off the wall, and shockingly, the ball went in behind her. 6-6. You couldn't ask for any more drama than this on a Saturday afternoon. 36.8 seconds to go. There's a long up and out of play, but the bench is getting the bench got a card. So the bench got a call, and we're sorting things out. Chicago with the, they're going to kick it back at midfield again, start this over. Summit City will have control for the last remaining seconds here right now. It goes all the way back to Seagard. Seagard, there's a little errant pass, pinched up by Castellanos. Goes to Garcia. Garcia looking methodically. Garcia looking to do. She's pressured. She puts it in deep. Tackers out. Back to Garcia. Garcia looking calmly. Puts it towards the net right on Seagard. No rebound. Seagard has it. 13 seconds left. Garcia pinches it up on the wall. Garcia looking around. Towards the center. It's tipped. Back to Garcia. She bodies it. Garcia off the wall. Maybe one last chance here, and no. It will go to a 6-6 tie with some overtime. You couldn't ask for more on a Saturday afternoon. So we will go to a 3-minute overtime period before a shootout if it still remains a tie after the end of 3 minutes. So this is, you could not ask for more action on a Saturday. I'm sure both these teams have been heart and soul. Again, you can see why both these teams are 3-0 on the season. The grit and the determination, just when they think they're down, and boom, Chicago comes back. So, and a big turn of events here. Seesaw battle all day. Chicago comes into town here and takes a quick 2-0 lead. Summit City scrapes back, then goes up by 3 to make it 5-2. And then last minute heroics and crazy play results in a tying goal, and we go to overtime. And we'll see cooler heads, how they prevail here. Referees explaining regarding the overtime rules here and what happens. And again, while you're there, take a look at the MLIS official website. There you can find all kinds of jerseys and trinkets for your soccer fan and your family, and pick up some tickets to the next game. Go visit MLISpro.com. We hope you're enjoying this action on Go Live Sportscast. Again, join us for the second of the doubleheader coming up, the men's game. Kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Where again, Chicago traveling here to Fort Wayne, Indiana to take on Summit City United. And again, that should be another exciting contest here. I'm looking forward to watching it and calling it. And how can you beat this Saturday afternoon, right, folks? Again, both cities, hats off to the Chicago area. Great soccer fan base there. I know they're all watching around today. And again, here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the community supporting both of these programs here. And with the expansion of the MLIS to cities next year, I mean, you're in for a treat for some more of these fantastic games and these players here, again, throughout the coming years. And we're glad that you're here with us today as we get set for overtime here. Exciting OT, chant with me, right, boys and girls? OT. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the GOAT? Who's going to be doing extra laps at practice tomorrow? Who's going to be enjoying the day off? It's all going to come to a head right here in the next few moments here. We're glad you're with us. Put your seatbelts on. Chicago will start with the ball. Both coaches trying to keep their troops calm. Motions displayed by both teams. It's been physical matchup. Chicago starts with the ball. 3-minute overtime here. Garcia into the corner. A nice little chip. Did get through to Muniz. So she does gather at Muniz. Tried to tip it to herself. That's a little too far. Players converge on the wall. Chicago still with the ball, but two Summit City players there. And Friend comes out with it. Now it's played on the far side. Back over to Walter. Walter's looking. Over to Garcia. Garcia surveys the situation. Throws it back over to Friend. She tries to put it on net. It hits Ortega right in the shoulder and bounces up into the netting. Here it is, Friend with it. She puts it towards the net, a little looping there, and Seagard had to jump up for that. She comes down with it, throws it to Brown on the wall. Brown's met by Garcia. Brown squeaks out of there somehow, gets it to the middle to Ortega. Ortega with a turnaround spin shot, and Sampras on that. Bounce around midfield, it comes to Seagard. Seagard with the footer. Oh, there's a rebound. Brown with it. She couldn't get a foot on it. Turns to Ortega with it, and Sampras with a beauty of a shot. A beauty of a save. Coming down the far wall here, bounce around up through midfield. It bounces back in, almost got behind the defender, but picked up by Seagard again. Seagard says, get out of my way. She takes the shot. Sampras with a big stop there. Rolls it out, and now on the transition. Mustangs thought about pulling it, pushing the play there, decided better against it. Friend over to Garcia. Garcia taking a look around. She pulls it down. Back over to Friend. Mustangs get a late change. Garcia kicks it to the far side. And that's up and out of play. Mursky couldn't get all the foot on it. Now Seagard for Fort Wayne plays it up to the other Seagard. It bounces off her to Garcia, to Mursky, to Munoz. Munoz looking, bullet shot there, score! Munoz! With the Hattie. Her third goal was the biggest one. Oh my, the drama. Munoz comes down the far side and lets one rip. It finds the far corner for the winner, her third goal of the game, and the winner. What a fantastic game. Boy, oh boy, you couldn't ask for much drama than that. Both teams gain, respect. Heartbreak. Chicago goes up 4-0 on the season as Fort Wayne drops to 3-1. But a fantastic game here. Go Live Sportscast. And again, we stick around for the second half of the afternoon doubleheader as the men will compete here at 7 o'clock. And I'd like to thank everybody tuning in today. Hope to see you or hear from you the second. The people at MLIS. Again, visit MLISpro.com. Grab your gear. Grab your gear from your favorite team and join us again. As I'm Tommy Morris, and for the Truck Go Live Sportscast, talk to you soon.